Now, is there such a thing as too many songs? We're about to find out. Frozen 2 is directed by Chris Buck and Jennifer Lee and stars the voice talents of Kristen Bell, Idina Menzel, Josh Gad, and Jonathan Groff, just to name a few. And this story will follow Elsa and the gang as they go into an enchanted forest to basically figure out the origins of Elsa's powers and some other stuff too. So Frozen 2, now anybody who, unless you've been living under a rock for the past few years, you know Frozen was a huge hit for Disney. It's actually one of the few original Disney stories we've gotten in quite some time. And it was a phenomenon. You know, kids went crazy for it. If that song, Let It Go, oh my goodness. It rivaled that Titanic song for most annoying song ever after hearing it like 50,000 times. But all kidding aside, it was a huge hit and people loved it. So of course we were gonna get a sequel. So is this one any good? Is it better than the first? Well, let's get into it. First of all, visually speaking, it looks amazing. You know, it steps up its game because in this one, of course, you know, Elsa's powers are well established. And we got all the beautiful animation sequences, and we got, you know, during Let It Go, you get to really see what Elsa's powers could do. Here, that's taken up on like 5 notches, you know, because you could really see they really push the boundaries of what her powers can do, especially with the whole enchanted forest thing where you get to see all these different elemental powers at work. I'll leave it at that. So yeah, of course this is gonna look fantastic. Disney's not gonna drop the ball when it comes to the visuals, at least not on this movie. This is their baby, and I'm sure a lot of kids out there and even adults are gonna love just experiencing this in cinemas on that big beautiful screen. As songs go, this one for me felt a tad too many songs. Now I can't remember, I didn't rewatch Frozen, I can't remember how many songs were in the first movie, and obviously Let It Go is the song that is clearest in my memory. In this one, I felt like there was a song every 2 minutes and it was driving me a little bonkers. Now, I'm not a huge fan of musicals to begin with. I do like some of them a lot. Beauty and the Beast is my favorite all-time Disney movie and it still holds that crown. But oh my goodness, the songs, so many songs. I will give them this though. Elsa being their standout character, being the superhero of this movie, so to speak, you could tell that they were putting the focus on her songs, you know. So she does have, like Let It Go, she does have this huge song, I think it's called Into the Unknown, I'm not sure. She does have these huge bombastic moments where she's singing and, you know, and her powers are on display, and you could tell that that is where the work was really put into those songs. The rest of the songs, they, you know, whatever, there are a lot of them, they happen, they come, they go. They try to be as memorable as the first, and besides Olaf, is it, his song in the first one, which I thought was hilarious because that sequence was just ridiculously funny. Here it just felt like, okay, you're trying to, you know, capture lightning in a bottle again and you're not really succeeding. Anna did have one song that I quite liked a lot coming down to the end of the movie. She has that one big moment with that one big song, and I thought that was a really good one. But overall, guys, unless this is your thing, the music might annoy you. It did start to get on my nerves that they were singing for almost any reason at any point in the movie. I just felt like it was a bit too much, but that's just me. And of course, in terms of story here, it's all about evolving, it's all about transformation, and we get to see more of what Elsa's origins are and Elsa's story, you know. At times it almost feels like when you do a story like this, it almost feels like you are, all your focus is on one character. That's the detriment. That's the only problem with this. I would say the negative is that when this is Elsa's story, so to speak, but then again, so was the first movie. That was Elsa's story. So while there is something for Anna in this, Anna and everybody else in this feels a bit tacked on to me. You know, they're along for the journey. And I'm not sure if that was the way to go with this story. Of course, everybody wants to know, well, how come Elsa can do the things she can do? And that's all well and good, but at the detriment of the other characters, not so much. But listen, they're not making this movie for my grown ass. They're making this for little girls everywhere who want to be ice princesses, and little boys too, More power to you. Anybody who Elsa is their hero, this is that's who this movie is for. It's not for me. So maybe they know exactly what they're doing and putting most of the focus on Elsa. As a story goes, though, I think that other characters suffer because of this, and the story itself suffers because of this. Because I'm gonna say this right now, Cinema Sins is gonna have a field day with this movie. There's a lot of inconsistencies from scene to scene, certain things that I notice and stuff like that, and certain things that happen, and you're like, yeah, but if they left and they couldn't go back, then how come they have that? And there's a lot of that going on here. But again, kids are not gonna pick up on that. When we were kids, we didn't pick up on stuff like that in movies. So I'm gonna leave it alone, and I'm giving Frozen 2 a much deserved 7 out of 10. And that's going to be it for this movie, guys. So let me know what you thought of this movie. Were you looking forward to it? Were you excited for it? Did it live up to your expectations? Or were you just like, whatever? And if you like this video, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It's really appreciated. For you guys who want to subscribe to my channel, you can click on my face right over there. And of course, for past videos, you can check that out right on that side. And that's it for now, guys. So thanks for stopping by. And until next time, bye-bye.